Good afternoon. This is Jim Bell, the president and founder of Bell Investment Advisors. Welcome to our webinar for this month, Building Momentum Through Financial Planning. Thank you for joining us today. I'm here with my son, Forrest Bell, who has been part of our team here at Bell Investment Advisors for 5.5 years now. He's an important part of the leadership team and sits on the investment committee. And he heads up our financial planning initiative and division. So about today's topic, I just want to say a word about momentum. It's a theme that we have adopted here at Bell. And for us, what momentum is the direction of your life, that your life is moving in the direction and at a pace that you're satisfied with. So it's about what's working and what's not working in your life, your investment strategy, your planning. And as Forrest will go into some detail later, what practices do you need to start and what practices do you need to quit? You can submit questions to us. We hope to have time to answer your questions live. But if we don't, we'll certainly get back to you personally to answer your questions. So please submit those questions in the question box on your screen. If you're having any technical difficulties, you can also submit those to us as a question or call our office at 800-700-0089, 800-700-0089. So this is what we're going to cover today. Forrest will position the financial planning offer in context with the other things that we do at Bell Investment Advisors. We'll cover key aspects of financial planning. I'll talk about what it's like to live without a plan and live with a plan. And we'll certainly address what we mean by positive momentum through planning. So Forrest, please put this in context for us at Bell.
Thanks, Jim. So before we embark on our discussion about building momentum through financial planning, I did want to cover a little background. I wanted to review the role that financial planning has here at Bell Investment Advisors and also talk about financial planning as a process. We make 3 offers here at Bell Investment Advisors: investment management, career and life coaching, and financial planning. While all of those offers stand alone and are useful in and of themselves, they work especially well in tandem. So while financial planning can help specify, say, a retirement date, career and life coaching can help you flesh out a vision and ambition for that next phase in your life. While career and life coaching can help you determine a new direction for your career, financial planning can be there to assess the impact of that shift on other goals that you have. That cooperative relationship that you find between financial planning and career and life coaching also exists between financial planning and investment management. For example, financial planning is a great tool to think through life decisions with, and investment management supports that as a structure. Investment management, the strategies that we have, are a great way to grow your wealth over time, and financial planning helps put that growth in the context of specific goals. For a more detailed example of how investment management and financial planning support each other, what I'm showing here are long-term investment results as seen through the Bell Average Account. As you can see here, from January of 1999 through March of 2011, a 12-year and 1/4 period, the net of fees average return of Bell accounts stands at 7.7%. That's relevant because all plans make some kind of projections about the future. And what we can show when we go back and look at our retirement plans that we did 10 years ago, we are fortunate to have an investment strategy that supports those plans and continues to make them relevant, which is very important. Now I want to touch on some of the aspects of financial planning and the financial planning process. I want to start with how we start in financial planning, and that is a short discussion of cash flow. When we look at cash flow, we look at expenses, we look at the role of debt in those expenses, we look at savings, we look at savings rates, and sources of income. When we look at those together, we get a very strong sense of the movement of money through someone's life year over year. Next, we take a careful look at assets. So while cash flow can help us define an appropriate cash reserve, usually between 3 and 6 months of living expenses for a working couple, those cash reserves need to support the strategy in your taxable portfolio and the strategy in your retirement portfolio. But we're not just looking at liquid assets when we design and build a plan. We're also looking at your illiquid assets. And those include business interests, your career, real estate holdings, and personal assets. All of those assets need to be working in concert with each other, and they all need to work in support of a goal. After getting a sense of cash flow and assets, we can begin to make assessment within what we call the domains of financial planning. And those are investment management. We can begin to make assessments within the domain of estate planning, retirement planning, education planning, tax management, insurance planning, and budgeting. Through the assessments we make in each of those domains of financial plans, we can help our clients make better use of their resources and plan in smarter ways. Jim, you've now been in financial services for 29 years and done an awful lot of planning in that time. Could you comment on what it is like to live without a financial plan?
Sure. So in the course of my career, what I've my experience has been that planning is often motivated by some triggering event, and many times throughout my career, I've had clients come to me or even prospects and say, Jim, I'm just not sleeping at night. I'm lying awake. My husband and I, we make a lot of money. We have a lot of money coming in. We have a lot of money going out. We don't know where it all goes. We don't have a clear sense of where we're headed or what the threats are about the future. We're going to have 2 kids in college soon, and I just don't have any sense of how it's going to work out. So, this is the kind of triggering event that brings forth that when you live without a plan, without any grounding for where you are financially, it can produce an unnecessary amount of worry and insecurity. Mystery is an important part of life. There's aspects of mystery that we value and even enjoy, but mystery about your finances, about what's it going to be like to have 2 kids in college, or what's it going to be like when you and your partner stop working, those are mysteries that are counterproductive, that make you a smaller person rather than a larger person. So the opposite of what a plan can accomplish is, we've certainly helped many of our clients sleep better. We've given them a well-grounded, tested roadmap for how their financial future is going to play out. We can crash test and stress test and establish confident levels of probability. These are things that Forrest will be talking about in a minute. So these plans can produce peace and confidence that you're in the right path and that you will be able to take care of your future and sleep well at night. One of our clients just recently came to us. She worked in a very high-profile, high-pressure job. She decided she wanted to take some time off and think about what's next. She thought she might have one big project left in her life, one big role at some ambitious organization. But as she got into her respite, her time off with her husband, she realized that she really liked not having a job. So this was a triggering event for her and her husband. They came to us and they said, would it be possible for my wife to not go back to work? And so we're working on a plan like that now. It's a type of project that we really enjoy, and we're looking forward to producing that satisfaction, answering that mystery. Do they have enough that they can live well for the rest of their lives in security and peace? Next, Forrest is going to talk about some of the practices of starting and quitting. He's going to talk about budgets and having a spending plan. And before Forrest jumps in here, I just want to make the comment that we've worked with a number of different people. It's one of the enjoyable things about our profession. Some people are very comfortable with budgets. I have clients that did budgets when they were in college and when they were single. They developed spending plans. Other people hate them like they're the worst thing on the earth. They would rather schedule 3 or 4 root canals than look at their spending in any detail. So we understand that. We're flexible. We are students of human nature. And if that's the case for you about doing a specific budget or spending plan, there is a way to work around it. And what some of our clients have told us is that what I want you to do is develop a plan where you can produce $100,000 a year after tax, or whatever the number is, $350,000, and I'll take care of the spending. They don't want us looking over their shoulder at their spending. So that's fine. We have a workaround for that. So I just wanted to make that comment. And Forrest, please tell us about these practices.
Great. Thanks.